Hey guys, welcome to the video. It's been forever since I have posted a manifestation video, and I am here to share with you everything that I have manifested in this past year, all the good, all the bad, all the ugly. And yes, I am aware that I myself manifested that and I accept it because it was my thoughts that brought even the bad stuff into fruition. So, I am here to tell you what those things were, and just to let you know that you can manifest all the things that you desire, but even you could even manifest all the things that you don't want, but you keep affirming, like I did. I don't think I'll be sharing this in any particular order because that order doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna say them as they come to me. I just felt the need to film this video and share with you guys everything that I have manifested. So, from last year to this year, from the last video I posted, I was in a relationship. That relationship was not going well, and I didn't even want to try and fix it, and so I just basically manifested my way out of that relationship. I got out of it while I was living in that apartment. I was manifesting a lot, and so keep that in mind, okay? And so obviously I manifested my way out of the apartment, out of the relationship, but then I also at that same time I started affirming for my self-concept and my self-confidence basically, and I was just building up my confidence, and that's kind of when everything began. And so I would just say like how beautiful I am and how everybody loves me, and those are just basically the affirmations that I would tell myself. And I was already like basically single at this point, and I was just, just to make myself feel good. And then I saw those self affirmations basically reflecting back to me in a sense that I would get, I don't know, like hit on a lot at work, basically like a confidence booster. So then I'm like, oh damn, like, this is really working. And so yeah, I manifested that. And then out of that, I also manifested my current boyfriend. Now, this is the one that I wanted to share with you guys. So, yes, I did manifest my current boyfriend. From the second that I met him, I was like, he's gonna ask me out for lunch, he's gonna ask me out for lunch, he's gonna ask me out for lunch. And then a couple days later, he'd ask me out for lunch. And then I just affirmed, like, oh, what is he gonna do next? And then he'd do that. And then I started hanging out with him, and I go to his apartment, and it's a freaking loft. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is weird. I don't know what happened, and it's okay if this happens. We're all human. You're not just gonna be thinking positive every single second of your life. Now, I feel like I can handle situations a lot better, but there are some bad moments sometimes thrown in there. But I feel like I handle them better now than I did before. But anyways, it is a little personal, but we had a rocky like few months last year. I acknowledge that I also manifested for that because it's been a fear. It's been one of those like limiting beliefs in me that started representing itself right in front of my eyes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, seeing the bad manifest, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I hate how I feel right now, but I also made this happen, so now I have to basically make it go away by affirming what I do want instead. I know that it's also kind of hard to affirm for what you do want when you're going through a very tough time, especially like with all the problems that him and I were having. I felt like I would try to affirm for what I did want, but also I was also going through all the emotions that I was actually dealing with when we were dealing with our situation. And so, yeah, that was pretty rocky first few months, and then things got better, and things are getting better, and things are great right now. Just know that you shouldn't give up just because you're going through some rough patches right now. It gets better, I promise you. Just keep affirming for what you want. Feel what you're feeling right now, let it out, cry it out, write it out, whatever will make you feel relieved. Just remember that everything will be okay. What helped me get through it was not only feeling the feelings and, feeling what I should feel because I'm human, but also telling myself that everything is gonna be okay. I'm crying right now and this sucks and I hate it and I don't want to be here, but everything is gonna be okay. And because it is, and because you're affirming that it's gonna be okay even while you're feeling like it's not, just telling yourself that it will be okay. I'm okay right now, I'm more than okay. And a few months ago, I felt like I couldn't even feel my body. So I acknowledge that I did manifest bad situations into my life. That helped me too because that made me realize that I really, really have to control my thoughts and what I affirm. And so I'm just now making sure that I affirm for what I do want, what I truly, truly do want. And if I think of something negative, I snap out of it and then I replace that with a positive thought. If you're going through something right now, just feel it out. Don't give up. Please do not give up. This law of assumption is real. Like, I don't know how that even sounds weird saying it, that it's real, because it's just like me saying, guys, gravity is real. No, like it just is. And even if you feel like it's not real because, you know, life is like the complete opposite of what you want it to be, just feel out your feelings, let it out. You have to scream into a pillow if you want, if that'll help you feel better. And also tell yourself everything will be okay. And it will be. Things do get better. I promise you they do. At the beginning of last year, I was making like 35 or 40,000, and then by the end of last year I moved up to double. I'm affirming for more, and which is totally okay. Don't feel bad about wanting anything, because if you want it, it's because it's meant for you. Yes, I am still currently working on more. It's just like a never ending thing. And it's not because we're not grateful for what we have, but it's because I know that I can get more, and that's basically what it is. It's not that I'm not grateful for my current income, it's that I know that I can make more, so I'm gonna make more. So don't feel bad about wanting anything. Just think of it as, I want it because I know I deserve it and because I know I can have it. And I also manifested getting fired from a job, and this was at my part-time restaurant job. I know I manifested it because for some reason, even though I don't do anything wrong at work, or like I wouldn't do anything wrong, but for some reason I always felt like, oh, like what if I get fired? But I would always think that. And yes, I'm acknowledging it because it was just like weird, weird thought in my head. I'm like, what if I get fired? What if I get fired? And then, of course, it happened. I got fired one day for giving away a margarita. Looking back at it, I just thought it was funny. And the way I reacted to the situation, I also felt like made things better for me, because instead of reacting and crying over the fact that I got let go from a job, I'm like, okay, cool, that happened so that I could find another job that'll give me more money. And then I think like a month later, and it was a month later because I decided to take my second job for a month. So then when I was ready to work again, I applied, and then I think within the week of me applying, I'm already at my new job, which is my current one, where it's so much more fun. I make double the money and I love it. The hours are great, they're very flexible. I just love everything about that job. Like, I get excited going there. I knew when I got fired from my previous job, I'm like, okay, this happened because I thought it would, but also then I started telling myself, because something better is coming for me, and it did. One of the more recent manifestations is actually really crazy. So I recently, I don't know if you can probably still see like the stitches, but I recently, less than a month ago, got a nose job, a rhinoplasty. And I got it because I've always wanted one. And even when I had my nose that I didn't like, I was still affirming and still feeling beautiful. Anyways, the reason I mentioned my rhinoplasty. So two things. I paid this with one of my credit cards. I realized that I didn't have that physical card on me, and I would need it to obviously pay. And so I had to order a replacement card online. And the timeline, I ordered it on the 1st of the month of April, and I had to pay for my rhinoplasty by the 13th, and they said like about 10 to 14 business days. And so I was cutting it super close. The days were getting closer. I still had not received my card, and I never reacted to me not actually having my card, but instead I kept saying, it's gonna work out, it's gonna arrive on time, it's gonna work out, I'm not even worried about it, it's gonna arrive on time and I'll be able to pay. And it arrived literally the day before I had to pay. So I feel like I'm at a point where I don't get surprised anymore when things happen, because I already expect them to happen. And so, like, I guess I got the card, and I'm like, oh, see, I know I would get here on time. I have nothing to worry about. Leading up to my surgery, I kept affirming, like, I'm gonna have a speedy recovery. Everything is gonna go great. I'm not gonna get any bruising. I'm not getting any swelling, because usually when people get rhinoplasties, they look so poofy and they're purple, and it's normal because your bone is being broken, and it's just like, it's normal for that to happen. But I'm like, that's not gonna happen to me. I'm not gonna get any bruising. I'm not gonna get any swelling. And I did post, like, I posted a full vlog about it, and you can see that I got zero bruising. I got maybe 1% swelling on my chin and obviously on my nose. But I just kept affirming that I wouldn't, and I'm telling you, everybody gets bruises or like super swollen. And no, I told myself it wouldn't happen to me, and it didn't. And that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Remember to be kind to yourself and be kind to others. And if you made it this far, let me know what kind of videos you want to see in the future, because I really want to be on this manifestation journey with you guys, and I want to update you, and I want to let you know what works for me and what doesn't work for me, and I want to help you guys out through your manifestation journey as well, because we're all human. We are going to have some hiccups, and that's okay. What matters is that we bounce back and we continue to affirm. This is actually super fun. Sometimes I get scared at how good I am at manifesting, and I'm just like, damn. And I want you guys to feel like that too. I want you guys to live a life where you're like, I love my life is beautiful, I'm so happy with everything in my life, and I deserve this because I am a good person. So anyways, thanks again for watching. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.